Who we're talking to, Lance sent me this, and you guys can go look it up. It's called Neo Buggy. They're a magazine that does they give you current what's going on and Nitro and stuff and so forth. So anyway, Lance Hedman, okay, he's the one that owns Rcrenew, and I'll read you this. This is a letter that Pico put in this magazine about lamps. It says Triton RC will no longer, this is a while back, but Triton RC will no longer distribute the Pico brand in the US. Instead, they will now bring their own engine line to the market. Triton RC Renew owner Lance Hedman has worked closely with Pico the last 3 years, not only as the US distributor, but also helping them develop new off-road engines for the brand, going way beyond the duties of a distributor. It only made sense to both Pico and Triton to make this move. Lance Hedman says, being so heavily involved, it only made sense that I focus all the attention to my own brand of engines. This will allow me to further improve and implement my proprietary designs, as well as expand my engine line up in the future. Working with Pico has been great, and our relationship is stronger than ever, and I am thankful for the friendship we have made. I am glad I was able to be a part of helping bring Pico back in the US off-road realm. Now I look forward to introducing my Triton engine line to the RC world. Pico says, we would like to thank Lance for representing our brand in the U.S. the last 3 years. Lance is not only a good businessman, but also highly skilled in two-stroke RC engine designs and very passionate about his work. This drive, passion, and knowledge has led him to develop his own engine line, and we wish him all his deserved success. Any questions? There's proof. Okay, like I said, I don't just talk shit out my ass like a lot of people do. I give you proof and evidence. Go look that up. Neon Buggy, that was a letter that Pico put out in that magazine commending Lance. That's one of the many reasons that I've chose Lance. Okay, and like I said, I've known Lance for well over a year. Did a lot of research on this guy before I even sent him my motors. Okay, and obviously I have his motors, and I know that they outperform RV mods. Because like I said, I have 28.8 Rex Legend modded by Lance, and I have another one that's in here modded by Rick. Now, am I saying that Rick's work that he did on my Rex Legend isn't any good? No, it's good. It rips. That 28.8 that's in here, the one that Rick did, man, that thing's, it's a badass. It's a badass engine. But the one that Lance did here, that's next level, man. Completely, totally. That thing, it was outperforming Rick's engine right when it got broken in. I mean, and it's still not even broken in. This engine right here doesn't even have a gallon through it. Barely. Maybe. Close. Okay? The one that Rick did, this one here's got like 5 gallons through it now. And it like I said, it's a badass. But compared to the one that Lance did, it's a different level. Now, a lot of you guys don't know this, and this is the first time I'm putting this on video. The last time that I ran my Pico, okay, not on video, I don't remember if I did video or not that time. Disappointed that Byron's is no more. So I asked him, well, what fuel do you recommend? I said, a lot of people use Bones. Well, about 3 of them said Bones is no good. So, I mean, that's not me. Like I said, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I might get Bones and I might try it. I won't put it in any of my modded engines. I have a couple beaters that I'll try it in. And, you know, make my own, draw my own conclusions by my own personal experience. But, like I said, I asked them, and I asked them VP, okay, leaves corrosion, couple other fuels, and they mentioned one fuel that they recommend since you can't get Byron's anymore. I mean, you still can get Byron's, but they don't make it. So it'll be coming sometime next week. You guys will see it. I'm gonna try it and see what happens. I still got plenty of Byron's. There's still Byron's left out there. You just gotta look for it. It's not cheap, but you know, that's the price you pay for better quality fuel. You know. Everybody I ask, too, I say, why do you even use Bones Brew? You know, you get the people, oh, it's, you know, we'll tell you, yeah, it's pretty good, blah, blah. But the main common thread that I get is because it's cheap. Well, you know the old saying, you get what you pay for. That's true. This modded, RCR modded, vir-tus is nasty, nasty, nasty. That's 3/4 throttle. Very, very rich, as you can see and hear, and a 14 clutch valve. I could probably run a 15 or a 16 on here. I might try it, but a lot of top end doesn't interest me too much, to a certain extent. I'd rather have a lot of bottom and mid. There's full throttle right there, holding it. Here, we'll hold it again. Ready? Full throttle. There you go. That's how you test your quality of your engine. Most people don't have the balls to do that, though. There's a few. Very few. But most don't. Get it at the far down, and we'll hold the throttle. Ready? We're going to hold the throttle. For about 3 seconds. This engine's got about, I've got almost a half gallon through it now. Maybe a little less. It's the only reason I'm getting on it a lot now. But, you know, my experience with engines, modded, stock, whatever, they don't drop their balls till about 5 gallons. Which means they're not broken in till about 5 gallons. It's okay. Could be better. I'm just trying to break this thing in. This is the first time running it. Had to burn some fuel. So we threw on the, these are the Pan, I think they're Pan racers? What are they called? Panther. These are Panthers. These things are the original tires that I got when I bought my Mugen MBX 5 Pro Spec. Almost, what, 6 years ago, I guess, when I got that one. But she sounds nasty. She's still rich, so. Yeah, if I put like a 16 on this thing, it'll be hauling some serious ass. She's definitely a ripper. This bitch hauls the mail, people. All right, people. Shout out to all those people out there. Oh, by the way, I made a big mistake, and I just want to clarify something. I gave a shout out to a Nick Cohen. I got it mixed up. I meant to say Nick Fowler, which his channel's name is Nice, N-I-C, Works, W-O-R-X. Go check it out. Great guy. He's the one that did all the 3D printing for me, and he's working on some stuff for me right now. But yeah, Nick Conan, I'm not going to say anything, okay? I'm just, it's time for me to, like, you know, no matter what people around me are saying, just to move on. But I do want to read you guys something. I don't know if you guys can see it. It was something that's pretty cool. Here, let's shut her down. She is definitely a ripper. This bitch hauls the mail, people. And she is running rich right now. She's not even broken in, so, man, when this thing, after about a few more gallons, a little more fine tuning, by the way, highly recommend this if you can find them. Maybe around 200 bucks, I think, maybe. Brand new or used, I think. Brand new, they're like 300. I think you can get them used for like 200 or less. Sanwa MT4, great radio. But I still like my Fly Skies. But anyway, Nice Works, yeah. Conan, yeah, me and him, we used to talk, and then, you know, when what happened is me and Bodojo, when we got into it, He just, you know, like a lot of people, wanted to believe, you know, what Mr. Za was saying, you know, and we stopped talking. He tried to sell me that piece of shit DBXL that Mr. Foss has. Now, I'm not calling it, you know, Foss's DBXL piece of shit. It's just, it wasn't something I was looking at. I could have bought it if I wanted to. He tried to sell it to me. I didn't buy it. That's a story. Believe me or not, I really don't care, you know. Like I've said before to many people, I take whatever I see, hear. Somebody told me, their dad told them, believe half of what you hear or see. No, believe half of what you see and believe nothing of what you hear. Something like that. Anyway, but so Nick Fowler, great guy, he sent me this. I don't know if you guys can see this. It's pretty cool. It says, the faker you are, the bigger your circle will be. The more truthful you are, the smaller your circle will be. True or false? And I sent this to a bunch of friends that I have on, you know, Messenger, and all of them said true as hell. So he said true. As you can see in this world, the more you follow the masses, the more accepted you will be. Some people find comfort in being accepted. There is a lot of ways to skin a cat. If it works, it works. Just one may be more bloody than the other. Laugh out loud. So that's from Nick Fowler. That's the one I was giving a shout out. I don't know why I said Nick Conan. I got him mixed up, but definitely me and Nick Conan. I heard what he said, but you know, I'm not going to get into all that. You know, people that can't say shit like that to your face, they're just a bunch of bitches. So anyway, this is not what the hobby's about. That's why I'm trying to steer clear of this. Let's just burn some nitro. People can go have their little circles and their little groups or whatever. By the way, shout out to my 3 brothers right now, and I know they know who I'm talking about. We got a on Messenger. I don't know. One of them's pretty technical. He figured it out, but he's the mad scientist of this whole thing. To where we can do have a bunch of people on Messenger, and we can see, you know, like say if we're wrenching on something, you can share stuff. So it's like Messenger video. But I didn't know how to do it, because when it comes to technical shit like that, I'm an idiot. But anyway, he figured it out, so it's pretty cool. Me and a couple of my true Nitro brothers, we'll just call us the Regulators. That's what one of them said. Hey, dude, we're gonna call us the Regulators. So anyway, you know, people have their own cliques and groups, it's, you know, but that's a lot of the stuff's been going on. It's just high school shit, you know what I mean? People need to grow up. So I'm just running my shit. Actions speak louder than words. Proof's in the pudding. Seeing is believing. This thing is not even dialed in yet. It's okay. We're just gonna keep running more fuel in it. I'll dial in a little more the next time. We're gonna throw the Badlands on this sucker, clean her up a little bit, and I like the way it's set up. I think I'm going to leave the 14. I was thinking of, like I said, a 15 or 16, but I think I'll leave the 14, and because it's different from when you're running on just concrete like this, and when you go running, you know, either grass or dirt or different off-road terrain, it changes. So I think this 14 will be fine. I'm afraid if I put a 15 or a 16, when I run it on other than the concrete, it's not going to pull like it is right now. This sucker, damn, just run it in the street. Look how dirty this shit gets. All right, and let me leave you with this, people. One thing that I've been noticing, and I have a lot of people that have been coming to me because I do, you know, side work and help, you know, newbies out. Well, she's almost low. A lot of people don't clean their shit. I had this guy. He wants to bring his. He has a Losi 3.0 Truggy. And he wants me to work on it and do some things to it, because he just doesn't have the time to do it and doesn't know a lot about it. And he's new. And that thing's dirty. I was like, dude, you got to clean your shit before you bring it. Like, maintaining and upkeeping is so important. I don't know how to stress it anymore. There's other things. I always say, learn how to tune, get good at tuning, okay? Learn how to maintain or get good at maintaining and upkeeping and cleaning and you know, taking care of your shit. And learn how to troubleshoot. Those 3 things are vital to 8-scale nitro in general. You know, there's other things, but those things you need to learn how to tune. There's a lot of different aspects of tuning. Like I said, more people are focusing on a lot of the needles. There's more than that. Clutch. There's a lot of videos out on clutch, on doing clutches. I highly recommend RC Nerd. Has a 2-part series of doing clutches, and that guy is like got it down to science. It might be a little bit too much for the like the newbie, but I don't think so. It's great. I always refer him. You know, even though me and him went at it, we went toe to toe. You know, he tried to bitch slap me. I bitch slapped him. We just slapped the hell out of each other. We went back, and you know, and hey, everybody knows what happened. And I actually wish the guy would come back. I would love for him to come back, Nitro Turd, I call him, and start shit with me. Please, somebody give me a fight, because all these other nobodies out there, I laugh. They don't faze me, man. Like I said, this skin is like rhino skin, man. So there ain't nothing you can say or do. I've been through a lot of shit, and a bunch of fucking wieners talking shit is not gonna fade the muggy. Because right, I got this therapy for you right here, right up your ass. So anyway, one last thing I'll leave you with. Don't take this literally. I thought this was funny when a friend said, if you're not running modified engines, preferably RCR engines, and you're not running, if you can still get it, Byron's, fuck you. By the way, this is Nitro Porno, so, and that's a joke. I'm just kidding. So it was the Ricky Bobby thing. You guys have probably all seen at Talladega Nights when Will Ferrell said that, if you're not chewing whatever bubblegum, fuck. I thought it was funny. If you're not running next level whips, next level modded engines, fuck you. Just kidding, guys. Okay, I'm just kidding. Okay, hey, if the shoe, if it shoe fits, wear it. Okay, I always say that. If it doesn't apply, let it fly, man. Let's just have fun. Let's run some shit. Preferably run some next level engines, modified engines, whatever makes you happy. Run some shit. Too many people are bumping their gums, flapping their mouth, and not enough people are running their shit. Yeah, I just need to burn some fuel today. Couple videos, next videos coming up next few days. We're going to rip this shit. We're going to rip the Techno. I'm going to rip that freaking LRP .32. I'm going to gear it up a little bit more. We're going to rip it in the Kyosho again. I'm not done with that. Anyway, stay tuned, everybody. Everybody stay safe. Everybody, you know, hey, keep the social distance thing. Wear whatever your protective gear you have to wear. And you know what? As long as it makes you happy, that's all that matters, you know. And, you know, for those, like I said, if it doesn't apply, let it fly. But if that shoe fits, wear that shit. Man up. Like my old man used to say, sometimes you gotta reach down between your legs and see if you got the same pair of balls you were born with. Alright, I'll keep you guys posted on what's up with that Ryan Cavallari servo. I don't know. It's just endless shit with Savox, you know. Like I said, maybe Savox, you need to buy over $100 servos or $150 servos, and you'll lessen the issues. But anyway, that's all I got, people. Muggy's out. Catch you guys on the next one. Shout out to, you know, the norms. You know who you are. If you're putting in the work, running your shit, not just your mouth, you know, doing videos that are, you know, at least entertaining for the most part, hey, have at it. Like I said, the fuel thing, listen, as long as I can continue to get Byron's, I've got another fuel that was highly recommended to me by a few engine modders. And yeah, if you use Bones, and you've never had issue with Bones, and your shit runs on point, then, hey, more power to you. But there's not enough positives to outweigh the negatives, I should say. So, and when professional engine builders and professional, you know, people that have been in the hobby, you know, not just people who whatever, I'm talking reputable people with credibility and a resume and a pedigree, you know, and I've done a lot of research and background check on these people that say these things. I believe them before I would believe some, you know, knuckle tip. Anyway, that's all I got, people. Peace out.
Look at this. Let's look at this motor here. See, look at this bearing here. It's beautiful. No leaks. always inspect your shit. Alright, if you guys see oil or fuel leaking from this bearing here, your crank bearing, that means you have a leak on your motor. Your motor's leaking. Alright? So very good. This motor's still in great shape. So look, you guys remember this from the build? Oh, for you guys that want your back plate for the ZR30X, number 38555. Right, here's the one-way bearing that was never used on that modded 32. Never. There it is. This is the pull start, and this is heavy right here. This is heavy. All right, that motor would lose so much power alone. Just never mind that it's modded. Forget about modded. All right, pretend it's stock. Even the stock has good power, but look at this heavy shit. That motor would have to be spinning this crap. All right, right off the bat, you're losing RPMs like crazy. That's extra friction, heat, wear and tear. Look at this chunk of metal you have to carry around. That's removed. And not only that, you see that O-ring there? That seal? The back plate has a better seal, so you're more airtight. This is why I constantly talk about this, man. All right, here's the stock piece of shit carburetor at the time with these Spec 2s. The new Spec 4 is improved, is way better carburetor. But still, I recommend you guys
Hell no, it isn't.
yourselves these 2-needle carburetors from Rossi Direct. All right, you can use the carburetors that come off the stock 28.8. All right, or make sure it's the 2-needle one, and you get yourself a 9mm Venturi. All right, or you can drill it out. But if you run an Rossi carburetor, if you guys run an Rossi carburetor on an LRP, you must use 2 O-rings. All right, because the carburetor is taller. All right, the LRP carburetor is shorter. It's shorter. See these O-rings right here? Okay, pretend this is an Rossi carburetor. You would need 2 of these to run on your 32 LRP if you're gonna run your Rossi carburetor. All right, understand? Copy that? And that's it. Look at this carburetor. Never been used. Never want to use it either. All right. So another thing I want to look at. Okay. These are both the same carburetors, just different Venturis. You got a metal Venturi here that's been drilled out, and you got a plastic. You can also drill out your plastic, but I'm just gonna put a 9mm Venturi on this one. Right now, this blue one, I broke it in on my Huddy's break-in stand. It's a 6.5 Venturi. All right, we're gonna run a 9. So, what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna flip this around. I'm gonna copy this design, this angle, because this angle worked for me on my truggy. I'm gonna try to put this one back in the same spot. All right, so we're switching motors, but it'll be almost aligned perfectly how I had it. All right, understand?